Hi guys, my name is Miriam and I am the owner and lead planner for Scout and Grace Events located in the Charlotte, North Carolina area. We do weddings in North Carolina and South Carolina all over. And today I just wanted to jump on here. It's been a while since I've uploaded a video, but something that's really important to me right now is I'm hearing from my clients how they're making decisions and changing their decisions that they've already made because of what people have said to them, other people's opinions. They're adding bridesmaids because people's opinions are being hurt, people's feelings are being hurt. They're adding on additional flowers. They're changing wedding dates because of people's opinions. And I just want to jump on here and say, this is your wedding. This is your one chance to do what you've been dreaming of. You've been making these arrangements since you got engaged. You've been pinning pictures on Pinterest. You have been deciding what you want for your style, and you can't let the opinions of other people influence that. I get really irritated when I see my clients come to me and say, hey, I know we already have all of the floral design planned, but I've decided I'm going to change a little bit and add a little pop of color because I was told if I don't, it'll look like this other event. Don't listen to people's opinions. First of all, that guest, that person that's giving you that opinion might be thinking and gauging their opinions on weddings that they went to 15, 20 years ago when they got married and before they had kids and all their friends' weddings and what they looked like back then. They might be gauging their opinion on the wedding they planned for their daughter who was 5 years ago. Trends ebb and flow. Trends change, and there's a reason they change. And so you can't change what you want because of one person's opinion. Because what's going to happen is you're going to look back on this wedding day, you're going to look back at your pictures, you're going to look back on your video, and you're going to say, oh, why did I let them influence my decision? I really just wanted pink roses all the way through, and I was told it was going to look like a baby shower, and so I changed. If you want pink roses, you get pink roses. If you want all white flowers, you get all white flowers. If you want green tulips, you do you. You have pictures pinned on your Pinterest page. You know what you want, so stick with your decision. Don't let one person's opinion change your decisions. I also want to talk about adding guests to the guest list. This is something that happens a lot because of, again, people's opinions. Mom or dad might be thinking, you know what, we're paying for this wedding and we really want you to invite your great Aunt Susie, who you haven't seen since you were 3 years old. And you're trying to keep within a budget. You're trying to invite coworkers that you see every day. And there's nothing wrong with inviting great Aunt Susie, of course not. But if you're trying to keep your numbers below 50, below 100, and you're really, really scraping those, trying to, cut names, cut great Aunt Susie that you haven't seen since you were 3. If your mom and dad have a family friends that you haven't seen since you were a kid, but they came to their wedding and it's important to them, maybe just sit down and have a conversation. Say, you know what, I know it's important to you, but maybe we spend a little extra money on wedding announcements. That's something that I don't see happen very often anymore. And with the uprise in micro weddings and smaller weddings because of COVID, I think that we should be bringing wedding announcements back. Those people that you can't invite, that they're just not quite making the A-list. Get some nice, beautiful wedding announcements. Have them printed up and send them a wedding announcement the day after your wedding. Get those in the mail so they feel like they're part of it. Get a beautiful picture from one of your engagement pictures and send it out. It's like a save the date, but instead of telling them to save the date for the event, it's just announcing that you guys got married. This was very popular back in the day. People always sent wedding announcements. So let's make that a thing again, where we can just send the announcement to let guests know that, well, people know that weren't invited, that you guys are married. This is your new address. You can put all of that information on there. So, and that might help parents be okay with not inviting everyone. Another thing I want to talk to you guys about is adding more bridal party to the bridal party. So in the beginning stages of planning, you probably thought of who you wanted to represent you and your partner. You knew who you wanted to stand up there with you, and that's good. These are the people that are closest to you. Don't let other influencers tell you who you should have in your bridal party. The fact of the matter is, I see it all the time. People feel guilty and they say, oh, you know what? I'm gonna ask my future sister-in-law, even though we're not close, I'm gonna ask her to be in my wedding. 10 years later, y'all are in the same family. You don't get asked to be in her wedding. Why? Because you're not close to them. So why should you feel bad to make that decision? Even if it's a close family member, a cousin that you grew up with, sometimes you want them in your wedding. Sometimes you say, you know what? We were really close when we were kids and teenagers, but we're not really that close now. I don't know if I should invite her to be in my bridal party. Go with your gut. Go with your gut, and don't let other people's opinions guilt you into asking additional bridal party members. Something else I want to talk to you about is last minute changes. Your parents, your bridal party, your friends, your family, they are going to come at you with tons of opinions. Take it with a grain of salt. Be stubborn. Find the stubbornness inside of you and say, you know what? This is my wedding. This is my one chance to get what I want. I'm doing it the way I want. I'm not saying that you be a diva. I'm not saying that you become this bridezilla. It's my way or no way. Don't do that. I'm just saying that I'm seeing more and more of sweet couples deciding to let their parents and let friends of family influence their wedding decisions. Don't do that. Stick with your gut. Go with your gut. Whatever you've been pinning, whatever design you really know in your heart that you want, color scheme, decor items, centerpieces, flowers, go with your gut and do what makes you happy. Now, I am going to say that there are some opinions that do matter, and that might be your wedding vendors. I am a wedding planner, and so I have a hard time when brides come to me and say that they're changing their mind to do this, or this because of one individual gave them an opinion on it. Don't listen to opinions unless it's me or other wedding vendors. We do this all the time. I have 20 years of wedding planning experience, been doing this since 2001, and I can tell you for a fact when something's gonna work and something's not gonna work. So please, when it comes to me or your other wedding vendors, do listen to us and our opinions, because if we tell you that a certain setup is gonna work, it's gonna work. If we tell you, you know what, you need to cut your cake now because it's starting to melt, you listen to us and you go ahead and you change your timeline a little bit. Yeah, so if we're giving you opinions, it's for a reason. We do this all the time. We do this every weekend. We see thousands and thousands of weddings. We keep up with the trends. We keep up with education and all of those details. So make sure that the one opinion you're listening to is your wedding planners. All right, if you like this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit the thumbs up button to show that you liked it, and share it. Share it with other brides that you know, and make sure you follow us on social.